Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video about the situation going on with the death of Charlie Kirk. I'm not a very political person online. I'm pretty neutral when it comes to that kind of thing, but in reality, I used to be very conservative when I was a teenager. And I grew up and I started working and I started seeing how the world really was, and I feel like I became more centered, more of a I mean some people would call it, fence sitting or whatever, but the reality that I've come to realize is that nobody is fully conservative or fully progressive. Everybody has kind of a middle point because that's how humanity is. You have to kind of look at life and look at political things. I wouldn't even say that anything is really even political. I would say that everything that happens is just life. And that might seem naive and that might seem stupid, but that's just truly what I think. And today, when I saw the video of him getting shot in public in front of probably thousands of people, I can't even describe the feeling that I feel right now because I'm just completely disgusted and in shock and horrified, and my faith in humanity has lowered significantly. Not only because of the situation, but because of how I've heard people talking about him, how I've heard people addressing him, and I'm truly just, it just truly just breaks my heart. I don't agree with everything that Charlie Kirk did or said politically or whatever, but the fact of the matter is that just because you speak in a way that people don't like, or you say things that might upset people, that that does not that does not warrant you getting killed in front of thousands of people, in front of your family, in front of your children, in front of people who love you, in front of people who support you, in front of people who hate you. I don't care. None of it fucking matters. His political stance does not fucking equal his life. The fact that somebody did that to him, the fact that somebody felt so fucking hurt, so fucking upset about what the fuck he said. Charlie Kirk, he was a conservative, and he was a son, and he was a father, he was a husband. And just because you disagree with his politics, that means that he deserves to fucking die. That means that he deserves to get shot in the neck in front of thousands of people. That is fucking disgusting. The way that I heard people talking about his death, I just got off work, and while I was working, I overheard one of my coworkers say, well, he didn't deserve what happened to him, but he got what was coming to him. I don't care what you fucking say. Words mean absolutely nothing to me. Absolutely nothing to me. There are some things that you can say, you can incite violence or whatever. Maybe you deserve to go to jail. Maybe you deserve this or that, whatever the fuck. But for you to decide that you were going to take somebody else's life in the worst way imaginable. He got shot in the fucking neck. People saw him bleeding out. Like, I can't even imagine how that must have felt, how terrified he must have been. Like, I can't, I'm done with people fucking making excuses for other people's death because they don't agree with what the fuck they say politically. Do you know how disgusting that is? Do you know how heartbreaking that is? His wife has to see that video. His wife has to know and live with the fact that her husband died in front of thousands of people because they didn't agree with what he fucking said. Because someone insane and disgusting enough felt so hurt by what he said that they decided that they were going to take his fucking life. Nobody decides who lives and who dies. That judgment is not for you. That judgment is not for any of us to make. That judgment is for God to make. That is not for anybody else. And even with religion out of the equation, my point still stands. That is not for anybody to fucking decide, especially somebody who did fucking nothing wrong but speak what he truly believes. I can't believe that this keeps happening. This keeps happening. This is history repeating itself. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're conservative, if you're progressive, if you're fucking Democrat, Republican, whatever the fuck you are. You don't deserve to die. You don't deserve to die for thinking a certain way. I don't care. It upsets me a lot, and I made a video a couple of months ago about Fresh and Fit, and I included a clip of Charlie Kirk on a Jubilee debate where he was expressing his opinions on abortion, and I made fun of him because of some stupid moment in the video. And looking back on that video, I just feel terrible that I even went there. I'm tired. I'm just so tired of people making excuses for him getting killed. Like, I don't care. That doesn't mean that you should get shot in front of thousands of people like that. Charlie Kirk never even said anything that bad to begin with. Anything close to him deserving to die. He never incited violence on anybody. He may have had some political takes that I personally would disagree with, but I would never sit there in public, online, wherever, and say, oh yeah, he deserved that. He got what was coming to him. Do you know how insane? I just can't. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. People do this all the time. Destiny did it. When there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump and a father was killed in front of his wife and children, he deserved it.
Fuck it. Fuck the dude. The firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him.
That's what the fuck Destiny said. He laughed at him. He said, if anybody who supports me also supports Donald Trump and they get killed at a Trump rally, I'm gonna laugh at you and make fun of you on Twitter.
I just want you to know, okay? Just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am. 100%.
This needs to stop. All of this needs to fucking stop. This is disgusting. I just find it completely disgusting that people think that that's appropriate to talk about other people like that just because they don't agree with them politically. To me, Destiny and other people like Hassan Piker and like a bunch of other streamers and content creators on the internet, they say these things so flagrantly. They say them as if their words hold no weight. And not only do they say these things like insinuating that someone deserves to die because of their political beliefs, but they also blow a lot of things out of proportion in terms of politics, is what I have personally noticed. I think that's a big reason why a lot of people are okay with saying things so horrific about others who do not align with them. Words are simply that. They are just words. Charlie Kirk never incited violence against anyone. He never hurt anybody. He spoke his mind, and at the end of the day, somebody decided that Charlie Kirk was going to die for his beliefs. And that is exactly what he did. And while it is a horrible, terrible, unimaginable tragedy, that is something that I think we can take away from this situation, is that Charlie Kirk believed what he said, he believed what he thought, and he died standing on the foundation of what he said. He died standing on the foundation of his beliefs, and that's something a lot of people can't say. A lot of people are not willing to say that. It's so easy to back down just to keep the peace, just completely give up on yourself for the sake of other people, because it's comfortable when people like you. It's comfortable when people agree with you. But Charlie Kirk did not back down from anything that he ever said. And that is something that I can commend. That is something that I can admire, truly. And I think that we all should admire Charlie Kirk for truly believing and standing on his beliefs. I'm tired of the bullshit of people just excusing terrible behavior, discrimination, violence against people who simply don't align with their beliefs. At the end of the day, Charlie Kirk was a father of 2 children, and he was a husband, and he was a son. He meant something to so many people, regardless of what biases you and I might have about what he said. That does not matter at this point in time. It does not matter, and it never mattered. If you don't like what somebody says, you simply turn around and you walk away. If you don't like what somebody says, you agree to disagree, but you still respect them as a human being. He was a human being, a person, a man. He was 31 years old. He just started his life. He just had both of his kids. He just had his wife. And that was the beginning of what he could have been. He was starting to blow up on social media. He's stepping into a new era, and this is what he gets for that. Destiny, he says what he wants, and that's fine. You do you. But you don't deserve to to have what you have. You don't deserve to have a good life the way that you do, profiting off of the death and the chaos ensued by political disagreements. I can't, and I'm sure Destiny didn't comment specifically on this incident. However, the fact that he even felt comfortable putting that information out there, putting that opinion out there about Donald Trump, and then proceed to go on Piers Morgan and double down and say, oh, well, the Republicans do this and they say that and they do this. And it's still wrong.
I mean, I got to say, I just found that repulsive, Destiny. Yeah,
I wish that there is no room. There is no room for the hand wringing, and I will not participate in this anymore.
Oh, it's not hand wringing.
The hand wringing. No,
it's not hand wringing.
It absolutely is.
No, it's just that you are positioning yourself.
So well.
No, but Destiny, let me explain to you.
Where conservatives can say anything.
No, I'm not a conservative.
They can have any conspiracy theories.
I'm not a conservative.
They can have any plot. They can do any of these things, and then liberals are supposed to sit here and be like, oh,
cool. Other people say things that are fucked up too. You are a content creator. You are a famous person. you mean something to people. When you speak, people listen. Republicans do it too. They say the same horrible things. That doesn't fucking matter. It does not matter. That does not mean that people deserve to die. Like, I just can't, dude. I'm so frustrated right now. I don't know how to process this information. It just sickens me to my core. And it's horrible. The state of our country right now is horrible. It's definitely been worse, and it has improved. It got better. I feel like once Donald Trump's assassination attempt happened and that man died instead of Trump, I feel like that kind of was a coin flip. It wasn't even a coin flip. It was kind of just like a fucking jolt back into reality. That people are fucking horrible. But Charlie Kirk never committed any crime, never hurt anybody. He never called for violence against anybody. He's in fact said the opposite of that. He held strong to his beliefs, and he had a support system very strong that saw what happened when he stuck up for his beliefs, saw what happened when he stood on his business. They saw him die for that. And the saddest part too is Charlie, his death and all the other deaths that have occurred due to political reasons, due to political hatred in the past few years, they have not improved anything. Like, these people really think that they're gonna go and kill somebody for their beliefs, and then the whole world is gonna change. Oh, I tried to kill Donald Trump, I killed one of his supporters. If I had killed Donald Trump, the world would be a better place. No, because his supporters and everybody else's supporters who are conservative or liberal or whatever, they still exist. Just because their leader is dead does not mean that whatever policies or whatever beliefs they had just disappear. They just don't matter anymore. You think you're making this world a better place by killing your political opposition? You are radicalizing people. We are killing each other. We are quite literally killing each other over something that doesn't fucking matter. Stop it, please. We need to stop. We need to join together. We are a community. And at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We're supposed to love each other. We're supposed to treat each other with respect. We are supposed to work together to maintain this society that we have. That's why America is such a wonderful place. Because our community has built such a beautiful society that just flows, and it just works together as one unit. Not because we killed our political opposition. Not because we took out the leader of something and then it just withered away and died. No. Pandemonium and chaos and violence is not going to solve any fucking problems except make people more radicalized. So I just wanted to get up here and say that. And I feel terrible for Charlie Kirk and his family. I said a prayer for them today, and I encourage you all to do the same, because I can't imagine his children and his wife seeing that video and watching him die from all different angles. I couldn't even imagine how heartbreaking, how devastating, thinking that your husband is going to come home after giving a speech in front of college students and finding out that only hours after he left the house, he's never coming back and you're never going to see him again. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say today. I just, I'm still a little bit in shock and devastation over what has occurred, and I just need us all to do better because it should not be like this. It should have never gotten to this point. And anyways, I love you guys, each and every single one of you that watch this video. Please spread some love in this world. Say a prayer for Charlie Kirk's family, and I hope that they're able to heal. I hope that they're able to recover from the loss that they've just suffered. And I love you guys so much. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace out.